What is up, Bitcoiners? Good morning. It is Wednesday, December 18th. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're all getting pumped, excited for Christmas. I know that I am. It's my kid's first Christmas, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. But, let's get into the news. I got some really cool stories for you guys today. I've got some stuff that I've kind of put together for us to kind of ruminate on. We've got MetaPlanet doing the MicroStrategy strategy, Bitfinex projecting 200K by June, and we have the Hawk scandal escalating. So it's going to be a good news segment today. Let's dive straight in. Welcome to Channel 256 News. I'm your Bitcoin and Freedom Maxi host, Trevor, and each day during the week, I will do my best to give you a brief overview of what is happening within the Bitcoin and crypto landscape. Notice that I have delineated between the two because Bitcoin and crypto are not the same thing. And if you just remember that, you'll do fine. All right, so we're going to get today's news started with the mining metrics as always. So I'm going to go over to my Clark Moody's dashboard real fast. Our block height at the time of recording is 875,315. The total network hash rate is 778.2 exahash, and the daily hash value is $62.59 per petahash. We hit the all-time high of 108,280 on December 17th. So that was just yesterday. We've been hitting all-time highs the last few days. We're currently sitting at about 104,620. So we've had a slight retrace. Not a big deal. Bitcoin is just doing what Bitcoin does. The last difficulty change was on December 15th, and it was a 4.4% adjustment upwards. The next difficulty retarget will happen in 1,645 blocks. Targeted date is December 29th, 2024, and it's estimated to be a 2.7% increase. And the last thing that we do for our mining metrics is the fee environment. We're looking at about 6 sats per VByte, so it's a perfect time to get your UTXOs in order. All right, enough with the mining metrics. Let's get into the news. Real quick, I want to let you guys know that Channel 256 News is proudly brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World. So I talked a little bit about MetaPlanet doing the MicroStrategy play. So let's get into this. MetaPlanet has announced the issuance of a $30 million in zero interest bonds as part of its strategy to accelerate Bitcoin acquisitions. The innovative funding approach allows the organization to raise capital without incurring traditional debt costs, enabling them to allocate resources entirely toward expanding their Bitcoin holdings. MicroStrategy pioneered this approach using convertible bonds and other financial instruments to accumulate over 150,000 BTC, a move that positioned the company as a leader in institutional Bitcoin adoption. By following a similar path, MetaPlanet is signaling its belief in Bitcoin's future and aligning with the strategy that has garnered MicroStrategy widespread attention and success in the financial world. Critics may argue that such an aggressive Bitcoin accumulation strategy comes with risks, especially given the volatility of the market. However, MetaPlanet's zero interest bond issuance minimizes some of those risks, avoiding the high interest costs associated with traditional debt. This calculated approach could make them a formidable player in the Bitcoin mining ecosystem while cementing the MicroStrategy model as a viable blueprint for institutional adoption. If MetaPlanet's bet pays off, it could further validate this innovative financial strategy, encouraging other companies to follow suit. So it's my thought that this time next year, we're going to see several other companies that will be doing the exact same thing that Saylor and MetaPlanet are doing. I believe that the shareholders at Microsoft will be kicking themselves for not doing what these companies are doing with Bitcoin. I understand that the asset is very risky and it's not what Microsoft usually does with their tech company, but really fiat is just melting ice cubes. And why wouldn't you just allocate some of that fiat cash to Bitcoin and hold for the long term? I mean, it really seems to me like a no-brainer. Yes, there is significant risk. However, if you look at the long game, you look further into the future, 10 plus years, hold that asset for 10 plus years, you'll have gained a significant edge over your competitors. And all you did was hold Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin's track record for the last 16 years. Significant appreciation for anybody who bought it. It doesn't matter when you bought, there's still significant appreciation. And I believe that we're going to see a lot more appreciation. Maybe not to the extent that we've had over the last 16 years, but it's still the greatest asset that the world has ever seen. And holding it on your balance sheet, whether you're a small business, whether you're MicroStrategy, MetaPlanet, or even Microsoft or Apple, I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. So I guess only time will tell. We'll see how this plays out and who was right and who was wrong. Unfortunately, I do think that the people who were wrong won't be around to tell that tale anymore. Channel 256 News is brought to you by the MasterMIND Club. January is for the heat punks at the MasterMIND Club, and I'm super excited about this. You guys are going to learn how to mine Bitcoin at home and put that generated heat to good use. As Tyler Stevens says, heat is a product, not a problem. On January 10th at 10 a.m. Central, Ryan Ramminger from Cryobyte Labs will discuss the CryoBlock, a revolutionary hybrid cooling system that's more efficient and affordable than immersion systems. And on January 24th, Tyler Stevens will join us to explain why heat is a product and not a problem. Don't miss out on these opportunities to learn from some of the best in the space. Join us on the 10th and 24th of January to discover the benefits of hash rate heating. Links will be in the show notes and also scrolling across the bottom of your screen. For our second news story of the day, Bitfinex projects 200K by mid-2025. So Bitfinex analysts project that Bitcoin could reach 200K by mid-2025. Driven by strong institutional demand, they anticipate that any price corrections during this period will be mild and short-lived. Since the launch of US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs in January, approximately $36 billion has flowed into these financial instruments, with holdings exceeding 1.13 million BTC. This substantial investment underscores the growing institutional interest in Bitcoin. At the time of the report, Bitcoin was trading at around 105,360. Some experts like Nick Carter of Castle Island Ventures suggest that Bitcoin's market capitalization could eventually match that of gold, potentially driving its price to around $900,000. Additionally, the possibility of the incoming Trump administration establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve has sparked speculation about its impact on market dynamics. Proponents argue that such a move could significantly alter traditional market cycles and further boost Bitcoin's value. So, like when I fully started to grasp Bitcoin and understand what it was late 2022, early 2023. So about 2 years ago. And Bitcoin was, I think it was sitting around 20K. Now we're at 104,647. So the 105K range, 108K range. And I do think that we could see 200K by the end of next year. I don't really. I mean, I've always slightly been on the bear side of things, so I don't want to sit here and call out, oh, we're gonna hit 200K, we're gonna hit 250, and I don't pay much attention to the numbers, to the different TA and all that stuff happening in the space, but I do think that, I mean, eventually we're going to hit 200K. We're eventually going to hit $1 million as everything starts to be repriced in the market. Everything from real estate to gold to bonds, stocks, everything's going to get repriced into Bitcoin. And that's going to cause the price of Bitcoin to go up. So I just don't think I imagined it happening so soon. And my only regret is losing everything in a boating accident. So, but no, in all seriousness, I'm very excited to see where Bitcoin is headed this cycle. If you listen to some people, they would say super cycle, and others say it's going to crash all the way back down to 60K. Again, I'm not an analyst, and I couldn't say which of these is true, which of these is false, but Bitcoin is just business as usual. It's just going to keep doing what it does. Is this cycle the same as last cycles? Is this cycle different? I don't know. So what's the best strategy for me? My best strategy is to just hold all of that Bitcoin that I lost. No, if you're a Bitcoin holder, I think the thing that you need to do is get your ducks in a row. Make sure that your custody model is in check. Make sure it's sound. Make sure you've double and triple checked your backups, and make sure that you have proper UTXO management. Right now is a perfect time to consolidate some UTXOs. Make sure that when you send a transaction to a long-term storage wallet, that it's over a certain threshold. I like to think like 500,000 sats is a good amount of sats, but if you want to go 1 million, that's even better. Yeah, at the end of the day, this bull run is going to be a wild ride, so don't miss out. Make sure that everything's taken care of. Don't be like me and lose your keys. Have you guys been watching the Bitcoin price take off and wondering, is now a good time to get involved? Should I buy some Bitcoin? Should I mine Bitcoin? Well, we have plenty of opportunities for you to do just that. Purchase a turnkey, ready to go Bitcoin mining site that will start generating revenue today. We have sites in Oregon, Texas, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, and more. Everything from 0.5 megawatts all the way up to 200 megawatts. Check out our YouTube or reach out to our head of business development, Yannick, to find out more. The links will be in the show notes. All right, so the crypto meme coin craze has just been taking off lately, and it seems like it's just a fiat game. I mean, these are fiat games being played on Bitcoin and on blockchain. And while I'm not a crypto trader, I don't trade shit coins. I don't get into meme coins. I don't mine other types of altcoins. Look, it's just a fiat game played on Bitcoin, played on blockchain. So I hold Bitcoin, and I'm going to dive into the story of, the Hawk Tuah meme coin scandal, and we're going to see kind of what's happening a little bit about, and we're going to kind of, and I'm going to share my thoughts. I want you guys to understand that I am not an advocate for trading cryptos. I'm not an advocate for NFTs and other blockchain solutions. Not because they don't have merit, simply because I don't pay attention. I don't dive into that. I don't give a flying F about your crypto meme coin NFT offering and what utility it has. I don't care. I buy Bitcoin, I lose Bitcoin. I wish that I would have held it. That's my style. So if you want to invest in a real asset, if you want to invest in something that's going to have appreciation through the long arc of time, do your research into Bitcoin. Learn about Bitcoin and learn about businesses that actually generate revenue. So let's dive straight in. The Hawk Tuah meme coin scandal continues to escalate as accusations fly among those involved in its development and promotion. What started as a lighthearted project has turned into a fiasco, with investors alleging fraud and mismanagement. No shit. The coin's value plummeted after a series of questionable transactions and wallet activity were exposed, leaving many holders at a loss. The controversy deepened as team members and influencers associated with the coin began publicly blaming one another for the fallout. Allegations range from insider trading to deliberate rug pulling, eroding trust to not only in the project but in the broader meme coin market. This serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of speculative tokens, particularly those lacking transparency and clear utility. How do I put this nicely? Anybody who bought into the Hawk Tuah coin or Anita coin or any of these other crypto meme coin token offerings, there's a very good chance, like I would say a 99% chance, that you're going to get rugged. You're going to lose your money. You're gambling and the cards are stacked against you and the house is going to win. And the house is the creator of the token. So, I mean, this is a clear he said, she said in this situation where you got the creator of the coin blaming the influencer who the coin was created from, and the influencer blaming the creator of the coin. Who really did it? I don't freaking know. All I know is that y'all shouldn't be buying meme coins. Like, if y'all want to gamble, just go to the nearest casino. I mean, if you don't have a casino, they got a Powerball in pretty much every state. Go buy that. If you want to do something with your money that's productive, buy Bitcoin. What? Why is it so hard to understand? Like, these are fiat games being played in block space, and fiat games are designed to rug pull you and screw you out of your hard-earned time and money, your wealth, the energy that you put into the world. And so my advice, and this is not investment advice, but if it were me, I would just buy a book, spend that money on a book, learn about Bitcoin, watch a couple podcasts, educate yourself around the greatest asset in the world. And then, if you want to diversify even further, maybe educate yourself about some businesses, learn learn to read some 10Ks and some portfolio reports or whatever it is that people do when they buy businesses on the S&P or the stock market. I'm not a trader. I don't do that. I buy and lose Bitcoin. That's what I do. I'm really good at losing the Bitcoin. So anyways, that's all for today's broadcast. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to Channel 256 News. The broadcast was brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World and the MasterMINED Club. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe for more just like it. I am your host, Trevor Bello, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another news update. Until then, I implore you guys to remember, stay grounded, keep educating yourself, and constantly grow. A quick reminder that Channel 256 News is for education and information purposes only. All opinions are my own and not those of Bitcoin Mining World or its affiliates. Please do your own research and speak to a professional before making any investment decisions. Have a good day, y'all.